Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. We're halfway through our week and we have been having lots of fun this week, I know. And today I know we're going to have just as much fun on the activities that we're going to be doing. So you're going to be doing your word work with long U words, and that is when you're going to be making the word with the letter tiles. And you're going to be doing an opinion writing today. Remember, we did opinion writing not last week, the week before, where we talked about what we feel or our thoughts about something. So your opinion writing today is going to be, which do you think is better, or what do you like about distance learning, what we're doing now, compared to our regular in-school learning. So that'll be exciting for me to read and see what you guys think. And for shapes today, you're going to get to count the shapes in a picture. So there's going to be a picture of a house, and you're going to count how many you see of each shape. And then there's also an optional freckle activity for you guys to do. So on Thursdays or Wednesdays and Thursdays, there's going to be freckle for you, and it's the going to the picture of the chicken and just completing those questions that are in there for you, and they will be about shapes, the things that we're doing this week. And then you're also going to get to label the parts of a butterfly, so that'll be fun since we've been learning lots about butterflies. And our story today is called Caterpillars and Butterflies. So let's see what we can learn about them. And this is a nonfiction story because it's going to be all facts about butterflies. We have a table of contents over here. Remember, we've talked about how if you only want to find one type or one topic about a subject or something that you're trying to learn about, then you can look in that table of contents and then go straight to that page and not have to read the whole book. Amazing insects. Butterflies are flying insects with beautiful wings. They begin life as caterpillars. This is a peacock butterfly. The spots on its wings look like the marks on a peacock's tail. So they have that pretty circle blue and black color, and then there's some different colors up here. It looks like the circles on a peacock. Tiny eggs. Butterflies lay eggs on leaves and twigs. Some butterflies may lay more than 1,000 eggs in just a few weeks. So they usually lay them on the underside of a leaf so that predators or things that would try to eat them won't see them, so that they're safe. And then they'll start to hatch out, and then they can eat the leaf. Many eggs have a thick, rough covering. A caterpillar is growing inside each egg. They will be ready to hatch in a few days. Butterfly eggs come in different shapes. So down here, some eggs look like round pearls, like the monarch butterfly. That's how theirs look. Other eggs are long and thin, and a few hang like beads on a string. So it depends on the type of butterfly or moth, and then that's the type of egg they lay. A caterpillar bites in its egg and wriggles out. This cabbage white caterpillar is hatching. You can see other tiny caterpillars still inside their eggs. So as they're getting ready to hatch, you start to see them because their faces or their head is very dark. So you can see through the egg. And then they'll actually eat the egg. So it's kind of like food for them. And then when they come out, then they'll start to eat the plant that they're on. First, a caterpillar eats its egg. This gives it energy. It is still hungry, so it eats the leaf on the egg was on. Then it moves on to eat more leaves from the same plant. So the mother butterfly knows to lay the eggs somewhere that their babies are going to be able to eat. So they're not just going to lay them anywhere. They're going to put them on specific plants because they know that they can eat those plants. Just like the milkweed plant is the only plant that a monarch butterfly eats, or a monarch caterpillar eats. So the mom monarch butterfly is always going to lay the eggs on a milkweed plant because it knows that that's what its baby needs to eat, and the mother butterfly is not going to be there when it hatches, so it needs to give it some food. Caterpillars have strong jaws. They can munch through a leaf in seconds. And they can, I've seen them. Lots of legs. All caterpillars have 16 legs. This is an emperor gum moth caterpillar. The front 6 legs are stiff and pointed for grabbing food, so it kind of looks like its mouth. The other legs are fatter. They have suckers for clinging onto stalks and twigs. Some caterpillars move along in big loops. The front part of the body stretches out, then the back part lifts up and moves up to meet the front. So it kind of like loops up and down, up and down. It says stay away. Birds and insects like to eat caterpillars. Many caterpillars have patterns on their body to help them hide. This geometrid moth caterpillar looks just like a twig, doesn't it? It looks just like a twig. Some caterpillars make a horrible smell that keeps other animals away. Many caterpillars try to look scary to frighten enemies. Puss moth caterpillars rear up to look big and fierce. That does look scary, doesn't it? Sweet oil caterpillars eat poisonous plants. This makes them taste bad to birds. Big eaters. Caterpillars eat all the time. They find a plant they like and eat until it is all gone. These caterpillars are called large whites. They only like to eat cabbage leaves, and I have some cabbage in my garden, and I think maybe some of them have been eating my leaves. Caterpillars soon grow so fat that their skin is too tight and starts to split. They wriggle out of the old skin. Underneath is a new stretchy skin. This swallowtail caterpillar has brand new skin. It leaves the old skin behind. So this was its old skin, and now it's bigger and it has its new skin. Most caterpillars change their skin 4 times. Each time the patterns are more interesting. So their colors kind of get brighter every time. Time to change. Soon caterpillars are ready to turn into butterflies. First, a caterpillar finds a safe, sheltered place. It hangs upside down using hooks on its body, and it kind of looks like a letter J. I always call it a J hook. Its skin splits and falls off. Underneath is a new skin. The skin gets harder and harder until it is like a case. Oh, you know what? I think I'm missing a page here because there's supposed to be another picture to this side of the butterfly, so I must have had a page fall out. So this is talking about how when the butterflies flap their wings, they have the tiny scales on them. So this is a microscopic picture, like they used a microscope to look up really, really close, and this is how their wings look up close. And it says that some butterflies flap their wings 70 times every second. What is a moth? A moth looks a lot like a butterfly, but it is not quite the same. This emperor moth has smaller, narrower wings than a butterfly. Most moths fly at night when there are not so many enemies around. This is a Madagascan moon moth. Moths have fat, furry bodies to keep them warm on cold nights. They have feathery feelers that sense objects in the dark. So there's things that are similar to a butterfly, but then there's things that are different. Feeding. Butterflies and moths feed on juices from flowers or fruit. Instead of a mouth, they have a long, thin tube called a proboscis. They drink through it like a straw. Asian vampire moths can prick an animal's skin and drink its blood. Ooh. The proboscis is usually curled up. It uncurls when the butterfly drinks. When butterflies are thirsty, they often suck up drops of water from damp ground. Vanishing act. Lots of animals like to eat butterflies. Some butterflies have patterns that help them hide. If this leaf butterfly keeps still, enemies think it is just a leaf. This hair streak butterfly is easy to see as it flies. Its wings are green underneath, so it can hide when it lands. This orange tip butterfly looks like the flowers it feeds on. Showing off. Some butterflies are poisonous, so they don't need to hide from enemies. Bright markings on this swallowtail butterfly warn animals that it tastes bad. These butterflies both look poisonous to animals, but the one on the left is harmless. It copies the poisonous butterfly's patterns. This moth has a fat body and small wings. Enemies think it is a bee and leave it alone. It does look like a bee. Big and small. Butterflies and moths come in all shapes and sizes. Atlas moths are the biggest moths in the world. Each of their wings is wider than a page of this book, so each wing is bigger than a page. The smallest butterfly is called a pygmy blue. This is its real size. This is a zebra swallowtail butterfly. Many swallowtails have long wings that make them look bigger. This helps to protect them from enemies. Birds often snap at the butterfly's dangling tails instead of its body. The butterfly has a chance to escape. Losing a bit of its wing doesn't hurt. And then at the end, they have a glossary of some of the words that were in the story that we read. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning about butterflies and about the differences between a moth and a butterfly, because they're not the same, are they? And I will see you guys soon at our 11:30 Zoom. Bye.